Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the States FC. In today's video, I just wanted to do a nice little preview of the 4 upcoming games this window against Morocco, Uruguay, Grenada, and El Salvador. So anyway, we're going to look at the roster, we're going to look at each game, what I want to see, what I don't want to see, and how I think it's going to affect the overall game. So anyway, let's just go straight into it today. But before I start, real quick, if you have not already, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. It helps more people find us. But anyway, let's get into it. Okay, so looking first up, we're going to look at the roster real quick, just go position by position. In goal, we have Zach Steffen, Matt Turner, and Ethan Horvath. Now, I want Horvath and Turner to split these minutes in camp, and I think that's what's end up going to happen. I just think we need Turner and Horvath to get those opportunities. Outside backs, we have Anthony Robinson, George Bello, Joe Scally, DeAndre Yedlin, and Reggie Cannon. Super excited that Joe Scally is getting a chance in this next camp. Center backs, we have Walker Zimmerman, Cameron Carter-Vickers, Aaron Long, and Eric Palmer-Brown. I'm not huge on Cameron Carter-Vickers, but he's been in really good form this year, so really glad he's getting an opportunity to prove himself for the national team. Pretty happy with Eric Palmer-Brown as well. Been really good the second half of the season for his club team. Defensive mids, pretty expected. We have Tyler Adams and Kellen Acosta. Our center mids, we have Weston McKennie, Yunus Musa, Luka De La Torre, Georgi Mihailovic, Christian Roldan, and Malik Tillman. Our wingers, we got Christian Pulisic, who I do expect to leave after the 2 friendly games. And you have Timo Weah, Brendan Aronson, Jordan Morris, and Paul Arriola. And finally up top, we have Haji Wright, excited for him to be back in the fold, and also Jesus Ferreira, who's been killing it for Dallas lately. Alright, so this upcoming Wednesday, we finally get a friendly against a solid opponent, and this one is Morocco. Super excited. I'm actually going to be at this game, and I'll try and do a live vlog for the game, which I'll try and put on the channel on either Thursday or Friday. But anyway, I want to see us line up in our 4-3-3, put out our best team possible. I want to see, can we get an idea of what our striker pool is going to look like? Can Haji Wright step up, or can Jesus Ferreira really take that and make this position his own as a false 9? Can we find a second right back that's not named Serginho Dest, whether it's a Reggie Cannon, DeAndre Yedlin, or Joe Scally? I'm open to all of these guys, but I just don't think we've seen enough from Yedlin throughout qualifying for him to be our second right back. It could be Reggie Cannon, but I really like Joe Scally as well. So let's see if we can find a consistent right back not named Serginho Dest for the World Cup just in case. And then can we have a coordinated press, because we know Berhalter is very oriented on his pressing system. He's a very high line type of coach. He likes to press, so can we have a coordinated press against a good team? Because good teams will play through your press, and that could become a really bad problem at the World Cup if teams are just playing through our press left and right. So let's try and fix a few of our flaws in our press and get it to really work against a better team. And finally, can we hold long spells of possessions against good teams? We did in qualifying for the most part at home. Like, look, that's great. Even Mexico, Canada, El Salvador, Costa Rica dominated those games, held possession, had some really good sequences, but can we do it against better teams? Because I still have some concerns when they have better pressing systems. Can we be able to keep the ball if we're going to be so oriented on a possession-based system? For Morocco, they play a 5-3-2, but it does shift to a 3-5-2 really quickly, with the wingbacks taking up the field pretty quickly. Although I have heard rumors that Hakimi is not going to play in this game, so we'll see. But I really want to see how our 4-3-3 looks like against a 5-3-2, because a lot of teams in the world we're going to face in the World Cup, especially in the group stage, play up with the 3 or 5 in the back type of setup with 3 guys in the midfield. You have Wales, they play with a 3-5-2. Scotland, again, they either play with a 3-5-2 or 3-4-2-1. And Ukraine does a 3-4-3, another similar 3 in the back setup. So how can we play against a 5 or 3-man back line in our 4-3-3? And also England, they switch between a 4-2-3-1 and a 3-5-2 depending on certain games. So can we really perfect our 4-3 against some better teams to see how we're going to, line up how other teams are going to try and play against us when we come to the World Cup? So just kind of a little bit of preparation for those World Cup games coming up in a few months. Alright, then Sunday we travel to Kansas City to play Uruguay. I'm really excited for this game because Morocco is a good team, but Uruguay is a much better team. They're at the top when it comes to football. They're really up. They're one of the better teams that we're going to face. So I think this could be a really good opportunity to play a 3 in the back setup. We played it before in the Nations League against Canada. We've also tried it in qualifying twice, I believe, but it didn't really work either time. So can we do it against a better team? A 3-4-2-1 is my preference, although it could shift into a 3-5-2 if it has to, with kind of Pulisic or an Aronson being one of those free roaming midfielders. Can we have a coordinated press in the 3 in the back? Because I remember in the Nations League qualifying, we tried to press, we got played through really quickly. Like Mexico, they really just dominated the whole sense of the game back last June. And can we build out of the back? Well, because I felt like at times we had good possession sequences, but not as good as we've done it with the 4-3-3. So can we fix some of those flaws, really seem to control the ball if we're going to want to try to play a 3 in the back setup, even in the World Cup potentially? How involved will a wingback be, especially without Serginho Dest? Because we know Anthony Robinson, he's a better wingback than he is a fullback. So can Joe Scally or a guy like DeAndre Ayton be good when he's going forward more instead of doing less defending? One more thing is, can we have a coordinated midfield? Because I felt like in the Nations League last year at times, McKinney and Acosta, they would just be like super discoordinated. They would lose the ball way too easily, and then it become a problem. You have to sit back and kind of bunker down a little bit. Wasn't really that free going forward at times. So can we really fix some of those flaws? And either can we build the back, press well, and have a coordinated midfield? I think that could be a really key to if we want to play this potentially later in the World Cup. Uruguay, they're a very good team. They ship between a 4-4-2 and a 4-2-3-1. There's quality all around. There's just more quality than we have, and that's just kind of facts. You have Cavani, you have Suarez, you have Nunez, Valverde. I can go on and on to all these good players that they have. They're not really a possession-based team, even though they have all these good players, all these good midfielders, whatever you want to say. They don't lure you to possession like a Spain, a Germany. They don't do that. That's not really their game. So I think this could be a really good matchup, even though they're better than Iran. Iran does the same thing. They like to switch between a 4-4-2 and a 4-2-3-1, and Iran's not possession-based either. So this would be a really good test, I think, to see if we can get a good game and how we're going to prepare for Iran in the future. But anyway, really excited for this game. I want to see Cameron Carter-Vickers, Joe Scally. Pulisic is one of those inverted wingers, also with Timo Weah. I just think there's a lot of quality, and they just fit better in this setup instead of a 4-3-3. So I would just overall just really would like to see this tried against a good team, just see how it does. And if it doesn't work, we scratch it. It's not a big deal, but at least I think we got to try it instead of just not do it at all. Alright, and then we have our 2 Nations League games at the end of the window. June 10th in Austin against Grenada, and then we travel down to El Salvador to play El Salvador for our second and final game, June 14th. I don't really have a lot to say because we've seen El Salvador qualifying. We know what they're all about. It's kind of a tricky place to play there in El Salvador. It's not a guaranteed win at all. But I would like to see us rotate some guys, give some guys some opportunities that wouldn't really play normally. Play what's in front of you, and you just got to win. I think that should be pretty self-explanatory. But these 2 games, we're not really going to take a whole lot, especially against from Grenada. If we can just win the games, it's a competitive environment, get those 6 points for the Nations League, get ourselves at top spot so we can play in the Nations League playoff. But yeah, that's all I have for the Nations League. All we got to do is win. Although I would like to see some guys tested and given opportunities. That's going to be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we can get 4 wins in these 4 games. If not, we'll learn a lot about this team and really see what they're made of going towards Qatar. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.